Hey y'all, so what is up and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be my makeup only empties for 2023. So it's going to be all the makeup I used up in a whole year. I started doing this video a couple years ago, so throughout the entire year I have this bag that I put all my makeup into as I empty it. And each year I'm like shocked by the amount of makeup I use up, because like whenever you just throw it in the trash you never really realize like how much you can go through. And also, since I have worked on doing a project pan every year, like panning makeup and using it up, I've realized that I can really go through more makeup by actually doing that video. So in this bag, it's completely full. This is the same bag I use every year. It's just this little airy bag. And inside, it's literally completely full. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to empty this bag onto my vanity and kind of organize everything into its collection. So we'll do like all foundations, concealers, powders, all that stuff. We'll do it all together and then I'll be back. Okay, so we are back and I just kind of wanted to give you guys like an overall view of what everything I used up for the entire year. This is a lot, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with product application. I feel like that always just makes the most sense. So we're going to start off with primers. I used up 3 primers in the year of 2023. So this one is not quite a use up. This is the Touch and Soul, what is this called? Icy Sherbet Primer. This stuff literally just like completely dried up and got hard on the inside. I really enjoyed this primer. I got it in like an Ipsy or BoxyCharm or something. And I was going to try to finish using it up, but found out it was just completely dried up. So I decided I'd go ahead and count that as an empty. These two I actually completely used up. This is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer and the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. This is like a travel size of this. I really liked the Wet n Wild Impossible. This was really great for my oily skin, as well as this one. So, highly recommend both of those. Okay, moving on to foundation. I used up 1, 2, 3, 4. I used up 4 foundations in 2023. First up, the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. I don't even think they make this anymore. I had gotten one of these in a Ipsy box, I want to say. And I really love this. It worked and always has worked really great on my skin. I had went through a couple of these before. And I've always really enjoyed it and love it. I went through one of the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage foundations. Also really liked this for my oily skin. Next is the IRL Filter Revolution foundation. Love this one, and I actually repurchased it and I'm using that one right now. Even though it's a tad warm for me, but I just try to lighten it up with a little bit of concealer. And last but not least, the She Glam Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This is so good, and I know this is super cheap on Shein's website, and this was great to keep me matte. I'll probably get on and repurchase it again at some point in time. Okay, next up is powder. Now, I'm an oily skin girl. I go through a lot of powder. Guys. So for loose powders here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 loose powders. This is a lot of powder. Alright, first up, I'm trying to go through this a little bit quick so that way the video won't be so long. First, I have the I Heart Revolution Peach Scented Baking Powder. This is one of my favorites. I got on, repurchased it. I got the coconut scented one. I used the coconut one a couple years ago. Tried out the peach. Love them both. So I already have the coconut one already in my collection. Next is the Revolution. I don't know what kind this is, but it was kind of neat. It had like the pressed powder and a loose powder in it, and both of them were really, really good. Then I have the Tarte Shape Tape powder. This one was really good. I actually had to end up cutting the little sifter thing out of there in order to get all the product out. And not last but not least, the Powder Move Loose Setting Powder in Sheer Fair. This is the Jacqueline Cosmetics X Robin. This was like the collab that she did with her mom. This powder was really good. I really liked it. And then a couple pressed powders. First I have the Essence All About Matte. This was great during the summertime. I used this up. I need to repurchase it for the summertime. It's super cheap. And this is the PYT Set Me Up Setting Powder in the shade Fair. And this one was really good. I got this in a Ipsy, I want to say, PYT. I usually get that in Ipsy box. And it was really good. Liked it, used it up. Okay, I realized I skipped concealers before I went into powders. So let's hop into concealers. I used up 4 concealers in 2023. First, my favorite of the year, and it lasted. I use this thing 5 days a week, and I bet this lasted me about 6 months. There's so much product in here. Does it say how many? 0.33 fluid ounce. I wonder how much is like in... The Makeup Revolution one I used up is 0.45 ounce. This Giorgio Armani one I used up is 0.40 fluid ounce. And then the Benefit Boing I used up is 0.17. So you don't get near as much in this Benefit Boing concealer. The Revolution one and the Flower Beauty one was almost the same. 0.45, 0.33. So this one you got the most, but this one I swear, like a little bit just went such a long way, and this thing lasted me forever. And the great thing about this being in a tube like this, you could really get all the product out. I took the stopper out. I did everything to get everything out of these concealers. That's just what I always do. Let me just say that Benefit one was amazing. This serum concealer, this was like pretty much one of my favorite products for all of 2023. Okay, moving into what's next. We'll do blush and bronzer. I used up 1 blush for the year. It's this e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade, I want to say it was Turks and Caicos. Yep. I used this e.l.f. Putty Blush all the way up. This was in my project pan. I want to say it was. Pretty sure it was. And I used this all the way up. It was great. Loved it. Love using up a blush. Okay, next up I have bronzer. Now, I think this is going to be a little bit of a surprise, but I have not filmed my last project pan like update for 2023. I don't even think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna start a new project pan for 2024, but I used up the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. This was in my 2023 project pan. Finally used it up. It was so exciting. And I also used up the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Now, I don't know, I want to say I used this up and it was like the very beginning of the year, because this was in my 2022 project pan, I'm pretty sure. So it pretty much took me all year to use up this Marc Jacobs bronzer. This was a lot of product to go through. It looked good on me. all skin types throughout the whole year. So I highly recommend this bronzer. It's just a great bronzer no matter what. But glad to see 2 bronzers out of my collection. It was really fun using them all up. Okay, next, I guess we'll go into setting sprays. Maybe I'll do all my brow products. Okay, so for brow pencils, I used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brow pencils. This year, I recently found the Relove brand at Walmart, and they have the Blade brow pencil. It really reminds me of like the NYX brow pencil, kind of the shape and everything. And they're only like $2. Super cheap. I highly recommend them. That's what I used all year, and I need to pick up a couple more. So I used up 5 brow pencils. And then as far as like brow mascaras, the NYX Thick It Stick It. This is my favorite product. Last year I went through a few of these, or the year before. And then this past year I went through 3 of these, and I'm currently on another one, and this one is almost empty. Like, I'm having to like squeeze up the tube, and I literally try to get every little last drip out of it. Because, I mean, this ain't cheap. I think these are about like $10 a piece, or maybe $12 now. So they're not cheap, but I love them. It like adds a lot of volume to my brows. They stay in place really, really good. So highly recommend that product. And another like brow mascara product, the Too Faced Brow Wig. I had gotten this a while back and finally used it all up. It was really good. It did add like little fibers as for volume. And then as far as like brow setters, I used up two products. The 24-Hour Benefit Brow Setter. This is my ultimate favorite. And then the Too Faced Fluff and Hold. Didn't like this one as much as the Benefit. I'll always go back to the Benefit no matter what. And then I also have in here this product. This was just a little fail for the video. This is the Essence Brow Like a Boss Ink Brow Gel. This stuff is awful. Please do not buy this if you've seen this. It's like a little paintbrush on the end of this that you're supposed to like fill in your brows with. I hated it. It like stained your brows, and they're supposed to stay in there for 72 hours. It's awful. Just thought I'd add that. And then a few mascaras, eyeliners I finished up. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Tip eyeliner. This one's really good. It has a super skinny tip, but it did kind of dry out pretty quick on me, so that was kind of disappointing. And then the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, I really liked this, but the problem with this, like whenever you would open it and then try to reinsert it, like the air that went in here sometimes would get like, this product would get really gunked up around the little thing you would put back in. And then the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Black Eyeliner. I tried this. It's a felt tip. It's pretty good, but not great. I am actually today wearing the new, where's the packaging? Here. The new e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. H2O Proof Inkwell Liner. This one is really good. I think it's my new favorite, so love that. Okay, next we're going to go into mascaras. I will go over a few mini versions first. I have quite a few I have 3 mini ones. The Benefit Fan Fest. This was my favorite mascara of 2023. I got a mini version and decided it was so good I needed the full size. So I'm currently using the full size right now. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's a oldie but a goodie. And then I got a mini version of the Rare Beauty mascara. I'm not a fan of it. It's a lot of hype. I'm not a fan. And then a few full-sized mascaras. I have 4 of them here. The Tartelette tubing mascara. This was a great mascara. Love it. I really would like to repurchase this one. Also the LA Girl Lift Off mascara. This one was a great mascara to kind of a little bit lengthen, and I layered it with the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara. This one is great for volume, and it layered really good with the LA Girl. And then I have the, what is this one? The Bite Upswing mascara. I know Bite Beauty's no longer a brand. This mascara was really great, and that's the 4 full-size mascaras I went through this year. Okay, on to a few other things. I used up one single like glitter topper product. This is the One Size Beauty. It's just like a cream eyeshadow. It's called an eye popper. So it was just a cream eyeshadow. I have this in my project pan and I used it all up. So that's like an eye product I used up. And then setting sprays. I used up the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I have this in my project pan and this is so good. I love this setting spray. It really did make my makeup last longer. I wish I could repurchase this product, but it's an expensive one. And then also the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set Refresh Setting Spray. Also have this one in my project pan, and it's a really good one too. I feel like setting sprays for me, I really can't tell if it really helps hold my makeup too much. But the Charlotte Tilbury one I felt like really helped my makeup last longer. Okay, and moving on to some odds and ends. I have 4 perfumes I used up. I had all 4 of these in my project pan. First up is a little roller ball. This is the Skylar Vanilla Sky scent. This is so good. And then I have this Lucky Me perfume from the clothing store Maurice's. This is a really good one. It didn't really last too long on me. And then just a couple little body sprays. The Physicians Formula Butter Paradise and the Japanese Cherry Blossom little body spray. So 4 like cologne products. And last but not least, I have some chapstick that I used up. I just used up 2 of these EOS chapsticks and a Fresh Sugar. This is like a small little one, Advanced Therapy. I go through a lot of chapstick. I wear chapstick every day, all day. So I can go through a good few of those. And then I decided to go ahead and just declutter this one. I haven't completely used it up. I'm just like done with it. This is the e.l.f. Dunkin' Sugar Scrub Lip Scrub. That is all of my 2023 makeup empties. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye y'all.